Welcome to another episode of the Married Game Podcast, where the voice you trust when it comes to lust, and we are who you hire when she lacks desire. Bottom line, when push comes to shove, all we're really doing is looking for love.
Aww.
See?
That was cute.
I know, right?
Yep.
Well, what else are we actually looking for?
Love.
Exactly. So I said love. You said love.
Exactly.
We have a live audience in the man cave. What do you guys say?
It's all that clap roar. Yeah.
Put in the fake clap and the love.
Oh my god. That would be fun. Actually.
Chat GPT, can you make a crowd of 17,000 people say love? Go. Well, there we are.
There we were. One day.
I want to just jump into the concept that for me is like really striking a heart, like a real chord in my heart, and it is becoming what it is that you want to receive. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, I feel like my eyes have been opened. This has been an interesting 3 to 6 weeks for us. Nothing wrong with you and I personally. Actually, a lot of growth, a lot of love, a lot of all that fun stuff.
Just a lot of life changes.
There's
like everything is changing in our life. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but we're the constant, actually.
Yeah.
It's that season. Like everything's the same for like years or like 4 years, something. Then all of a sudden, whoa, you just get like this big change in everything, and then you stay like that for a little bit. It's just the season turning over. Yeah. But sometimes it can feel a lot of stressful, very stressful in the meantime.
Yeah. It's like a stretching of the capacity for you to remain who you are in the midst of, I don't want to say chaos, but it does feel like that.
It's a little chaotic right now.
Yeah, we're moving houses, some things are shifting in the business,
school.
Name and fill in all the blanks for what you guys go through too.
Exactly.
It's the same.
Exactly.
Feeling the emotion, but never letting any of the negative emotion spill over on someone else, realizing that it's your own work to do. Mm-hmm. The shadows I'm facing, the dark doors I'm stepping through, and the identity that I am claiming inside of myself through the work I'm doing, scary. Why? It's all fucking new. I'm not supposed to know how to navigate it. That you know how to navigate something after you've been through it. It's new. Mm-hmm. What's cool is the version of us that's coming out. And like I see you in like a light, like I almost have never seen you, which is very powerful. And like how we did this exercise. So I'm a part of this mastermind. It's like a 100K a year mastermind called Savage Syndicate. And Garrett runs it. And he had us do this really interesting exercise where you go back in your mind and you think about all the times you did stupid shit and your wife was there kind of like covering you or like kind of having your back.
Give me more.
I know,
like where this is
right?
going.
How could you not, right? So I'm thinking about all the different things that you've stepped into and the ways that you've been my greatest guide and teacher in the sense of being the mirror for me to go, she's telling you the truth. It's no shocker for me that I love truth so much because you're such a truth teller. Mm-hmm. Like you just tell the truth. Mm-hmm. When a man gets accustomed to that as his container and that as his context in life, as uncomfortable as it can get at times, it's actually the most comfortable spot to be because you go, I'm looking in the mirror, I'm seeing the actual reflection, and now I get to address it. What I've done in the past was become shame-filled because of it. Now I have a new mantra and I'm loving it. I'm teaching the guys all around me and it's, I'm learning and growing. I'm learning and growing. How am I supposed to know what this next part of the mountain looks like? I've never been up there. I've seen people up there. I've heard tales from up there, but it's fucking cloudy as fuck. And I'm walking through it going, am I going to step off the left and tumble everything? Or is this trail that I'm learning one step at a time is what I'm learning to trust is myself. And to not be so hard on myself. High performers, guys who want everything, typically their inner critic is very loud. Why didn't you make that decision? Oh, you fucked up this. God damn it, why we're in here again? And then it's all that chatter. And I was thinking about all the times of like just me growing. Just literally me as a man growing and you being by my side. And I was overcome with emotion. And I was like, damn, dude, this chick is like, for real, my favorite human being in a way that you stepped up. So learning that and remembering that was key for me to have this next understanding, which was very simple. what every man wants, and I ask them, the married game guys, all the time, in a sentence or two, what do you want from your wife? There's 3 answers that come up every time. They want to be loved, they want to be desired, and they want to be respected. Loved, like that motherly, I want to take care of this man.
Yeah.
Desired, I want to suck the white right off his cock. And what was the last one? Respected.
Yeah, respected.
Like he wants to feel like he's leading on this journey, and his teammate right next to him is just cheering on like crazy, right? So that being said, you fulfill all those in a major radical way. But what I realized was, what does a man want? He wants to be loved actually for who he is. Like accepted, quirks, everything, and not to be ashamed for any of it, which would be heaven on earth.
Mm-hmm.
The real question is, have you provided that for your wife? I don't know that I've done that great of a job. I think I've seen you in a really great way, and you felt really seen and understood. Mm-hmm. But there's always these next little piece of the Rubik's Cube where you go, like, you can have everything, but you got one yellow side and one white side and one little yellow sticker, and you're like, fuck, how do I get rid of that thing? I feel like we moved a couple cubes around. Actually, life moved some cubes around, shook us up to make us like find out where is our awareness. And it was able to show me like you can't receive ultimate love from Jesse unless you give Jesse ultimate love.
Wow.
And like, I see you, I appreciate you. You don't have to fucking change. You don't have to become a reader. I love reading. Yeah. I don't know how you could not want to read, but you're the greatest human being that I've met. Why would I fuck with the recipe?
Like, I know we say all this, but then when you're actually like staring in the face, you know, or your life's thrown at you, and then you've got to like remember these things and actually put it into practice.
Yeah.
And that's what you're doing, which feels really good.
Well, it's
like
a joy. Mm-hmm. It's a joy to, here's what happens. I see you for all of who you are. Everything. And I accept it. Don't gotta change. Like, I literally fucking accept it. When I'm able to do that and like be that, this is Jessie Joy, dude. This is what she attracted me. Somehow you got this pull on my soul, which means you must know a fucking recipe on how to pull a man's soul. A. B. Once I can fully accept you for who you are, it has this boomerang effect back on me that allows me to accept me for who I am. Regardless if you accept me for all of me. I don't need you to. Mm-hmm. Don't actually care. Because I gave you what I am. And if I know what I am, I can't give you something that I'm not. When I give you something that I am, I already know I am that thing. So you're reckoning or recognizing or reciprocating that literally has no bearing on the energy. That is so liberating.
Wow.
That is so fucking liberating. Mm-hmm. Now, you and I are sitting in the pocket of pleasure, and we are happy. We fuck all the time. We love each other. We do fun shit. We go on fun dates. We do a lot of fun stuff. That is probably not the case for most of these men listening to this. So they're saying, easy for you to say, Keith, but what about me? And that's where I really wanted to like dive into this and make sure that these guys, and you know specifically, not even just these guys, I'm talking to you specifically now, the guy driving your truck, the guy at your office, the guy on the treadmill, the guy listening to this on the plane, who's frustrated at his wife and like, how can I accept her? She's a this, a this, a this, a this. Until you accept that that's who she is, and you're not going to be happy once she changes and once she becomes this thing, it does something to you. And what it does to you flips the entire script and actually causes you to be attractive again. It's an energy. So he's listening and going, you don't know my wife. And I don't need to know your wife. I know you, because I am you. And you are blocking everything, and your mind is your own prison. That's what we get into. I don't want to teach you 3 fucking lines to get your wife's labia fucking lathered up and ready to go. That doesn't work.
But do you know what that does for me?
Tell me, baby.
Well, because
does it lather up your labia?
Well, you seeing me like does do that. That's what I was gonna say. Is like, I'm the mirror to you, right? So when you reflect to me how grateful you are, you accept me for who I truly am, it does something to me where I'm like, well, like I am proud of him. Like it flips my mind in such a positive way. Like I don't need you to do that for me, but it sure puts me in like a real good spirit to do that. And it makes me have so much grace and love, and I want to be there as much as you're there for me. So there's no way that can't happen.
Because here's the law. A, thank you. B, I received that. C, you're right.
Yeah.
D, the reason you now can feel all those things for me is because I am that thing. Mm-hmm. I don't look at a Porsche and go, I wonder what it's a Porsche. It's fucking beautiful. I like it for what it is, as it is. Once you give this to somebody else, the way I've given it to you, I'm actually giving it to myself. And it makes you feel those things because I am that thing that sees you. Once you feel seen, you go,
I'm like such a relief. It's such a relief. It's such a motivating factor. It makes me want to do better. It makes me want to do more.
Which makes you see me more. I feel more seen by you.
Yeah.
Which makes me want to win in the biggest way possible. Not so I can give you a better life, but because I want a better life for both of us, and I'm fucking going there. And I don't know how to not go there with this energy flowing through me, which then becomes the byproduct.
Mm-hmm. And so during these really, really tough times of change that you feel like your world is crumbling around you, it makes us solid and easier to go through that. Then it doesn't even make it that bad. You're like, well, one day at a time, we'll figure it out. I got my teammate. That's how it feels.
Yeah, it does.
Because in our past too, during moves, moving from Vegas to California, we've had a few situations where we didn't have a home and had to be in between. Like that, I think I had PTSD of knowing that we had to move again is because I was like, oh my God, every time that happens, like we almost break up. Like for sure, we're like at like right there because it's not easy when everything's thrown at you and you don't have your teammate as well.
What happens is we find out where the borders are. And this time we've expanded the borders. Like, hey, I fucking hate you. Well, by the way, I hate you too. Oh, I feel super seen. Okay.
Exactly.
There's the energy of what Married Game was built on. It's like back. It's like you're the fucking problem, my guy. Mm-hmm. You're not leading. She's resenting that you're not leading, and then you're not accepting the fact that you're not leading.
So like every situation that you're thrown into by life or whatever, it always circles back to that, doesn't it?
Peter Crone said it best. He said, every situation in life is to show, every person or thing in your life is to show you where you are not yet free.
Boom.
Here, what did I want you to tell me? I wanted you to say, I don't give a fuck where we live. I will be under a bridge with you.
Yeah.
Except I didn't say that to you. I wasn't giving that to you. My first response as a leader could have been, you know what? We are very fucking bougie about where we will live. And the prospects of getting the place we want right now are not looking like they're in our favor. We might have to do some holding pattern stuff before we get the thing that we really want. And my first response would have been, you know what? This is super stressful, and I know it fucking drives you crazy, and it makes you feel a certain way.
It really does.
But I'll tell you what, man. I don't care if I'm under a fucking bridge. As long as I'm with you, my heart's happy as shit. I needed to offer that. I needed to give that. Even if you didn't receive it, that's what I think. Mm-hmm. That's who I am. Anything else is subpar for how I'm supposed to operate. And I had my reasons why I didn't say it. And they were right. But this one's more right. Mm-hmm. Gravity's right. The law of aerodynamics is more right. That's what people don't get. They don't, I'm right. Yeah, but there's a more right answer.
Yeah, that's good.
The justice needs to be served, but mercy is a more right answer. Somebody making a mistake, give them what to do. And grace is a more right answer in certain situations.
Yeah.
This is what we don't understand. Like, we're not even used to loving ourselves or being kind to ourselves, let alone somebody else. So we judge the shit out of everybody else because we're used to judging the shit out of ourselves. We just think that being judged by everything is fucking normal. You know what I came to a conclusion this morning? I don't think anybody in the gym that I go to has the life I have. So their opinion doesn't fucking matter. People that listen to this podcast listen because they want their life to become better, and we are the ones leading that charge. Anybody else who doesn't like the podcast, who fucking cares?
Yeah.
But you feel this once you fucking heal this, man. Like, you just go, God dang, man. Like, just, if you don't like the way I live, fuck off. Or don't fuck off. Who cares? Who cares? Do you have what you want? Then go tell people how you got it. Here's how we got what we got. If you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Good fucking luck finding it. And there are guys that have found other ways. Go follow their way. Go listen to their podcast. I bet you it's not as fucking fun as this one. So, speaking of this, should we dive into a new segment or
yes,
what?
Fun,
all right,
fun,
here
fun.
we go. Here we go. A, B, C, or divorce. Welcome to our new segment, A, B, C, or divorce. The game where we throw real-life marriage scenarios straight at your face, and you've got 4 choices. A, be a gentleman. B, be a savage. C, pretend nothing's wrong. Or divorce. Because every decision you make in moments like this is either build your marriage or breaking it. Dun, dun, dun.
I have a feeling I'm going to be a little harsh on these because just getting the one little line of their whole entire marriage, I'm like, divorce, divorce. Like, obviously, there's so much history to say these things. So, divorce them.
Scenario number 1. Your wife has been secretly sexting a coworker.
Divorce. No, I'm just kidding.
When you confront her, she admits it, but says she only did it because she feels neglected. Do you, A, get brutally honest, admit you've been distant, and suggest counseling together to rebuild trust? B, tell her she's full of shit and deflecting from her betrayal? C, forgive her, but start checking every phone, DM, and password? Divorce. She wants attention? Cool. She can get it from that guy permanently.
Definitely A, obviously. I like A.
Why?
Well, it takes accountability. There's always some accountability to be had. What?
You're not wrong.
I know.
You're not
Next.
wrong.
I'm
Some
amazing.
people would be like, that's instant break of trust, divorce. And I
Yeah.
can appreciate that. I get that.
But it said just texting, though. Like, they haven't done anything.
Well,
She's just looking for attention.
that's where the probably the fence is.
Yeah.
You said he's just texting. Like.
Well, that's where she's heading, those
Yeah.
things. But if you saw and then they talk about it and get brutally honest, then they can see where they're really at.
Yeah.
Well, even that, do that before even divorce if you feel like that still.
Yeah.
Say all the things you need to say.
Yeah. So you're saying start with A and maybe it ends with a D.
Maybe it ends there, but always start with A.
So what if he hasn't been distant? I'm getting too nuanced and we can't ask the guy.
Next.
All right. Scenario number 2, your wife has gained noticeable weight and has expressed she's not interested in making changes right now. Do you?
Divorce. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. So we can
I'm just
we can tell who
kidding.
doesn't
I'll
work. We can
stop.
tell who doesn't work at Jenny Craig. All right. Do you honestly share your concerns about her health and your future together, then offer to join her in making lifestyle changes as a team? B, keep your frustrations to yourself, but start pulling away emotionally and physically, hoping she'll notice.
Always do that one. That one's a good one. Just kidding.
C, accept her as she is and focus on other parts of your relationship, even if it means lowering your own expectations. Divorce. Tell her you can't stay in a marriage where you don't feel attracted or connected anymore.
A.
This one feels like it's an A, then could lead to D. If she's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Now, this is what, so if they heard our opening segment about accepting somebody for all of who they are, they don't have to change. They're asking some questions in their head right now.
Okay.
I would be.
Well, see, it's a thing. Accept them for who they were when you met them, right? Or when you've had a marriage and then they decided to change. That's I think people who don't go to the gym or don't care about their weight says a lot of things about other things in their life.
What does it say, in your opinion?
It says that they're lazy, that they're just accepting themselves for who they are, or getting fat, or they don't care anymore. Just a lack of motivation, a lack of drive, of going, stop growing in your life. Not just this way, growing mentally.
Yeah.
So it says just a lot of other things about them, which for me, I don't want to be with a person who doesn't have all those positive things. And then I don't want to be with a person who's just sitting at home getting fat and eating all they want.
Cool. I agree with you. So has gained noticeable weight and expressed she's not interested in making any changes right now. First of all, always start with curiosity. Hey, what's going on? Why are you this seemed to be a thing that used to be important to you.
Yeah.
Which was attractive to me. What's up? I think if I decided to become a monk, I could see myself becoming a monk, right?
You say that here.
No, I really do.
That blows my mind.
Well, because for me, all I have cared, I just want to love God. Like whatever my creator is, I just want to be so connected to whatever made me. That's a deep core piece of who I am. I would realize I can't expect you to go to a monastery.
I would visit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't live there.
No, I get it. But so anytime anybody makes big radical changes in any of the domains, you met me, I was a man of resources. If I am instantly just said, what, I'm fucking over this, dude, I am going to start working at the sandwich shop and just surfing and doing jiu-jitsu every day, I'm changing the agreement of who I am. And I have to be willing to accept that the person may not want to be with this version of me. There's a lot of versions. You, at this point of view, would not have liked the 20-year-old and 30-year-old version of Keith Yackey.
No.
So we've evolved and gotten better, maybe, more aware. But in this one, I think the guy should say, what's going on?
Yeah.
What's happening? And then be like, I accept whatever decision. If you don't want to be fit, healthy, in shape, whatever, I accept you as that. I see you for what that. But this is the thing. It doesn't mean I'm not attracted to you.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to be in a relationship where I don't want to be physical with you. That's not something that I signed up for. But you don't have to keep any beauty standards other than what makes you. But that doesn't mean I'm feel stuck here. This is the conundrum for so many people in the you got to stay married forever or God's mad at you camp. And this is the thing that's so hard for them. It's like everybody wants to fight for why you can't leave rather than actually spend time learning on why not make it a situation you would never want to leave.
If you're going back on your arrangement when you got married, isn't that enough to be like, it's you do you, I'm doing me?
Yeah.
Like, why stay stuck?
That's too simple.
Oh.
That's too much common sense. That reeks of too much wisdom.
Oh.
But boy, does it fucking piss off tradition. And you know who that sounds like? Jesus. He was the ultimate.
Jesus kept his word.
Jesus kept his word, and the
I'd marry
entire
Jesus.
government.
He kept his word.
What's that?
He kept his word. I'd marry Jesus.
Yeah, you would.
And he was in great shape.
Scenario number 3. You want to start having kids, but your wife, who was all in on kids before you got married, is now unsure and hesitant, maybe even leaning towards not having any at all. Do you, A, sit down and have a real talk about what changed, respecting her feelings while figuring out a path together? B, remind her she wanted kids before marriage and pressure her until she agrees or breaks down? C, quietly start planning your future anyway, buying baby stuff, talking to friends, hoping she'll come around.
Who wrote this, Jordan?
Oh, shit. Divorce. Tell her this is a deal breaker and you leave if she won't commit to having kids.
I mean, start with A, but ultimately it's going to be D if she doesn't change her mind, like we've just been saying. Like, you're going to live your life the way you want, and I'm going to live mine.
Yeah.
I would never not have kids. So if I was with someone, you were like, I'm open to it. You already had 3, but I was like, this is a thing for me. Like, I always wanted to be a mom forever. So
Well, good thing you got to experience that too, because you're really good at it. Yeah,
then I got some extras on the side.
Yeah, you got
sprinkle a little extra children too.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Scenario number 4, your wife won't stop trash talking your family, calling your sister lazy, your dad cheap, and your mom overbearing every chance she gets. Do you, A, have a serious one-on-one conversation with her, laying down boundaries about respect? B, talk to your family about her behavior and ask them to address it directly with her? C, avoid confrontation but secretly vent to your family, hoping they'll handle it for you? D, divorce. Decide the disrespect is a deal breaker and walk away to protect your sanity.
A.
Yeah.
Out of those.
Have a serious one-on-one conversation with her, laying down boundaries about respect.
Like, if you don't like it, obviously say something. But why is she saying that? I want to know, like, what's going on. Are they mean? Are they not nice? Like, what's going on? But obviously, you don't just trash talk someone's family.
Let's tangentize for just a moment, can we? So, trash talk. It's the 6th love language, if done right.
If done right is the key.
Done right. This is apparently not done right.
Yeah.
But actually, the things that this lady might be saying about their family, it sounds like she's right. I'm going off an energetic feel here. This is a made-up card with a made-up scenario by a fucking made-up crew doing a made-up podcast and a made-up fucking universe talking about some made-up shit.
We're just all making it up.
But that being said, cheap, lazy, overbearing. Most sisters are cheap, most dads are lazy, and most fucking moms are overbearing. There's an
I feel like it's a little close to home right now.
There's an 84% chance this lady is right based on fucking math.
You know?
All right, so I'm going to put myself out on this limb. Here's the bottom line. I wonder why he's getting so worked up. She might be telling truth. And he might want to ask himself why he's so triggered by those things.
Yeah.
And maybe just address it and be like, you know what? She might be right. Rather than just be like, these are my boundaries. You don't call them this. Maybe like, you know what, dude, you're not wrong. They are those things.
Well, let's put it to our situation.
Let's do it.
Somewhat, I had to be like, you're right. My mom is overbearing, but that's my mom, and I like her, and I'm not getting rid of her. So she's going to be around. Like, if she's around, I'm around. Like, that's it. Mm-hmm. And then you were like, okay, well, I better start loving her.
Yeah, well... And it wasn't even so much, I don't know that it was like, she's this, I can't be around her. It's like, oh, she's just this.
Yeah.
And I accept it.
Yeah.
Like, because I know she's not going anywhere.
Well, it's like if you get me, you get her.
But what you also done, I think, in a real wise move in this this catching of your man's soul that you've been doing is realizing he doesn't have to hang out with her that much.
Yeah, exactly.
And let's not make this thing a thing.
Yeah.
Like, your mom and I get along great. When we see each other, we have a fantastic time. I love your mom so much. But
you can't talk to her 3 times a day like I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason why I wanted to go on a tangent is because I think a lot of people they're just so damn sensitive about shit that doesn't matter. If your dad's lazy, he's fucking lazy. If your mom's overbearing, she's overbearing. If your sister's cheap or whatever the order was, it just is what it is.
Also, too, I had to tell you in the past, like, I know that these things are true, but let's just, like, I don't need you saying it all the time.
Yeah.
Like, we know, we get it, we're smart, like, we see what's going on.
Yeah.
Don't talk about it. I already know. Like, just leave it at that.
Yeah, I think the greatest truth that I'm learning is they're on their path.
Yeah.
All you have to do is jump on the internet for less than 42 seconds and realize that most people are full of shit, lying, trying to be cool, and don't know what the fuck they're talking about at all. Mm-hmm. And that's where they're at on their path.
Yeah.
I used to get worked up because I know I don't know everybody's secrets, obviously, but there's a lot of guys on the internet that share their secrets with me, and then they say the exact opposite online. And you're like, this guy is such a fucking liar. And it used to bother me. Mm-hmm. Now I don't care. I'm just like, oh, he's on his path.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah.
He'll see it when he sees it. They'll see it when they see it.
Yeah.
We saw it when we saw it. We'll still see it, whatever it is, when we see it. It's all on a path. Everybody's all worked up about everybody's other path.
No, I'm too busy just focusing on my life.
Let's fucking man. And you know what I really want to say, like what Mike Tyson says.
What? Tyson.
Path the gravy. Okay, we're all on each other's path. Scenario 4.
Dad joke.
Out
Number
the
10.
door. Except me.
All right.
Scenario 5. Date nights used to be exciting, but now they feel wah, 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 like a routine chore you both dread. Do you, A, talk honestly about how the spark is fading and suggest trying new activities together to reignite it? B, keep showing up out of obligation, hoping the routine will eventually bring back the magic? C, start spending date nights apart, each doing your own thing to avoid forced awkwardness? D, divorce. Admit the relationship has run its course and consider walking away before it gets worse.
A.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say A for the rest of them.
So you talk honestly about how the spark is fading and suggest trying new activities together to reignite it.
They're probably missing a lot of communication and bonding in between those date times.
Do you want to diagnose the scenario just for like a second?
Sure.
Date nights used to be exciting, but now they feel boring. 7.3 out of 10 men listening to this show, watching this show, are probably saying that. Mm-hmm. So we've got them. Mm-hmm. We've got their attention now. If you're saying date nights used to be exciting, but now they feel boring, what does he do first, Jassy?
Well, I like to have a conversation on what they're lacking in their relationship.
Okay.
Once you get all like that out, you feel heard and seen, then it makes those date nights like fun instead of this like chore.
Yeah.
Because then you're having fun with your best friend because you already said the important stuff before.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right.
They're missing like a connection, communication, like bonding. That's how she bonds, through communication.
Yeah.
So
when we're connected emotionally, date nights are just electric.
yeah, and we don't have anything like too serious to say because we've said it. Mm-hmm. We're like, let's just have so much fun tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the first spot. I think for the guy, since I know we're listening, the guys are mainly, this is for the men, although women, we love you and we love when you send your husbands. The guy's got to ask himself, is he boring? Mm-hmm. Am I boring? What am I doing to pep this place up? What am I doing to perk it up? What am I doing? Am I planning anything? Am I like, what am I?
Are you
just
asking fun questions? Are you?
Yeah. Are
engaging?
you? Yeah.
Yes.
Is this the only time you are interested in her? Mm-hmm. Do you have that energy like, oh, it's date night, hopefully I'm going to get lucky at the end? There's a lot of these things that are making her not like you. But A, obviously, and the bottom line is she's going to admit the relationship has run its course and consider walking away before you do because you're the one that's boring, according to this made-up scenario with the made-up answer. I think it's pretty right on. You've been trying to talk to your wife about your sex life because things have cooled off, but she shuts down every conversation and refuses to engage.
Eesh.
Do you, A, respect her boundaries for now, but suggest seeing a therapist together to work through it? We did that. B,
did do that.
push harder, insisting on answer even if it causes fights. I think we've done that. C, withdraw emotionally and stop initiating intimacy, waiting to see if she makes the first move.
Probably done that too.
Tried
Definitely,
that.
yeah.
That one works 0% of the time. Divorce, accept the silence as a sign it's over and begin making exit plans. Well, she's probably already making an
She's
exit
probably
plan.
making that, yeah. Once she stops, when she's closed off, she's 2 years later, she's out.
This scenario brings up another real hot button for what these guys are going through. They try and talk to their wife about their sex life, but then that has cooled off and she shuts down every conversation. And these are what she will typically respond. You're probably aware of these statements. I love you, but I'm not in love with you. I feel like you just want me for sex. I feel like I'm just your trophy wife. I feel like all you care about is my vagina. I'm a walking vagina. These types of sentiments, right? Mm-hmm. And so when he's opening up and trying to say, and just guys, they don't know how to say any of this. Mm-hmm. How many times have I said this wrong? A million.
Yeah.
I've said all these things so fucking wrong before. And so
that probably does like shut her up when which it did me.
Yeah.
When you say the wrong thing or come at me hot, I'm like, what? That's not ever going to like open me up to start having a real conversation of what's really happening. And then how well are you receiving that, the honesty I'm giving you? No, then you're defensive and now we're fighting. So no wonder she doesn't want to talk about it.
it's the circular thing that keeps going down.
Yes.
Like he's saying, I would like more affection. I want to feel loved, and I don't feel loved. And she's going, that is interesting.
Well, that's even a nice way of saying it.
Well,
like,
okay,
compared to be like,
all
why
right.
don't you fuck me? Like,
Okay, well, yeah.
you know,
Yeah, well.
you don't want me anymore. Like, you're even still saying it nicely.
Well, this is, okay, I'm giving them the right word track. Let's say they even have the right word track.
Okay.
Actually, what I'm actually trying to say is what's actually happening. What is really happening.
Yes.
Most men don't know how to emotionally communicate. But what's really happening is he's saying, man, I really love it when I have your affection. I love it when you want to be with me. Mm-hmm. I love it when you're planning stuff to be with me and to connect with a way that makes me feel like really like the man. That's what he's ultimately saying.
Yep.
Even shorter, he just wants to be loved.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. To which the woman responds, that's so interesting because the last time you've actually asked about me
exactly.
and who I really am in a
and
is
what
like,
about me?
Is like never.
It's kind of what we were saying in the beginning, like be who you want her to be is just be that.
Yeah.
And she'll reflect that.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I think what is because sex is so taboo in our culture that it's something like that you do down the way and it's this hidden little mystery that maybe you'll get if you're a good boy. That's just the zeitgeist of our society.
That's crazy.
But it is true.
I'll
And
love you if you're good to me. That's it.
women are so sexualized that he thinks that her only value is that, as opposed to the true companionship of the masculine and feminine. So like there's a femininity about you that somehow nourishes my soul that I was raised by a woman. So there was something that I was either missing or something that I had that is now gone
Mm-hmm.
that you fill.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes a lot of sense. And so if I just see you as sex, then I have no interest in exploring or discovering that whole other side of you. That's how dumb our society is, man, when it comes to this. So he just thinks sex, because that's what a woman's there for, and that's how she supports me, and da-da-da-da-da. And I get it. I felt all those things, and that's not true. But there's also something else that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a more true thing.
There's more truth. The wholeness of the truth is when you connect with her in a way that makes her feel connected, she's going to feel those feelings for you because she sees that you actually care about who she is. This is all Married Game 101. Mm-hmm. Like this is the very genesis of what like rebirthed our relationship, where I was like, whoa, fuck, dude, I'm not even anything I'm asking you to be. How can I possibly ask for this?
And still learning and continue to keep learning.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
But it's this guy who he feels like he's done everything he's supposed to do to get the thing and the provide, protect, produce. So where's the sex? And yet she's going like, all I want you to do is actually care about me. So that I don't feel like I'm just being used for this one thing that society told you is the only reason a woman's good for, sex.
Next.
Scenario 7, every time you try to discipline your kid, your wife jumps in, rolling her eyes and saying things like, don't listen to your dad, he's over the top, completely undermining you in front of them. Do you A, pull her aside again and explain that her constant undercutting is destroying your authority as a father? B, snap back at her in front of the kids to prove you won't be disrespected anymore?
Never that one.
C, stay quiet but slowly stop parenting altogether to avoid being embarrassed every time. And
that's where they end up right
divorce,
there.
decide no man can stay in a marriage where he's publicly humiliated in his own home.
I guess pull her aside again. But I think that's huge for me. When it comes to parenting, I'm like, oh my God, let me talk about this because I like to be a good mom. And when another parent puts down another parent in front of the child, that's never a good thing. I don't think that will ever go over well. For the dad to do it to the mom or the mom to do it to the dad, I think that you guys, if there's something going on with the kid, you talk about it between yourselves and then go to the child as one.
Okay.
Because then they'll like think they can go to the other parent and get what they want or manipulate. That's when they start pulling that move. If you're disciplining like right on the spot, you have done that in the past where I was like, oh, that's a little harsh, or I didn't really like that. That I don't say that in front of her. I just later on, I'm like, you know, this is where she came from. And I try to get you to understand the whole scenario situation. So it's always about being teammates with your kids.
I don't really like talking about parenting that much.
I know I do.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Only
with
because
Jovi like
I don't
all the
know
time.
that I'm that great. I mean, I'm a great dad to Jovi.
Yeah.
I did the best I could with
Right.
the other three. Still, I'm trying to do the best I can. I'm a great uncle.
Yeah.
I'm a great fucking uncle.
You do have like major uncle vibes because you're really fun. But the tedious, like day-to-day work is not really your thing, which
Yeah.
I'm a great mom, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Like I know I'm a great mom.
Yeah.
Like, because I really have a lot of intention there,
Yeah.
a lot of thought, a lot of love, time, effort. I mean, that's my main concern is, you know, how I parent Jovi mostly.
Okay, so your answer to this was don't get in the scenario. But this is a scenario we need to answer.
Well, A is pull her aside again, not in front of the kid.
I think I'd probably, it would be B for me. But
In front of the kid?
Well, I would change the snap back at her in front of the kids to prove you won't be disrespected.
Oh, we need to have a talk. No, I'm just kidding.
I wouldn't snap back, but I would just be like,
No.
if you were disrespectful to me in
Yeah.
front of our daughter, I would correct it right on the spot.
That would bother me.
Yeah, I got, but that I'm just telling you how as a man, like if you disrespected me,
But I wouldn't disrespect you.
You may not.
But I would jump in and be like, well, did you know this, this, and this? And you're like, oh, I didn't know that. Or,
Yeah.
you know.
And
Because there's a backstory to a lot of things, which,
Yeah.
like, if you came home and you just yelled at her for something you saw instantly,
okay, well, I would never yell, but yeah.
I'm just, you
Yeah.
know, for everyone out there.
Yeah.
And I would be
we
like,
both disclaimed. Did you realize that? I'm like, if you do this, like, well, I would never do that. And you just said,
I
if you
would
did this,
never
I'm
do
like,
that.
I would never do
that.
Okay, wow, interesting.
You have like kind of jumped on her, not yelled, but like kind of was a little like, what are you doing situation. I can't even remember a specific one, but where I was like, whoa, you know, she was just doing this or this, or she's had a really hard day, you know, and then you're like, oh, so.
Yeah.
So I think you more now know that, and you like ask me or read the room or.
I feel like you're literally more in touch with her on those types of
Yeah, I
things than
am.
I am. So I'm not going to come in and try and pretend like I know everything about it.
Yeah, and she's an emotional like tween right now, so it's like you're
Yeah.
like, whoa, there's a lot going on there.
And when I say about disrespect, because some guys can take things as disrespect, like just her disagreeing.
Right.
Like you
That's
might
not okay.
like just a disagreement. Don't get all bent out of shape. Like just roll with it. And sometimes the stuff you say, people might think it's disrespectful, but it's true. So I'm like, wait, no, we're a truth-telling family. So if you're gonna tell me the truth, it might hurt my feelings. That's not disrespectful. Truth-telling is actually love. That's the big lie in our society.
There
is that
you
people
go.
tell the truth. Like, no, real love is like you got shit on your face. You might want to wipe it off. Or well, you can go out there with shit on your face. You're welcome to, but you're the guy with the shit on your face. So choose to do what you want. But I still probably will lean on the if my wife, because it's not you would never do this. But if my wife was disrespectful to me in
Like,
front,
don't listen to your dad, like something like that.
yeah.
That would be crazy. I would never.
Even if it's others, like let's just broaden this out a little bit. We're at a party and you're super disrespectful to me. Well, we've had that one happen one time. We were out in the back and it was something about the basket on the back of an e-bike, and it something, and you got really upset, but you had some stuff to drink, so I knew what I was dealing with. And
I might have been real mad at you at that point.
you were real mad at
Yeah.
me, and we were in San Clemente house, and we were in the back, and I didn't remember whatever, and you demanded something, in like really like a bitchy way, and I was like, well, that's not gonna happen. I'm not fucking moving on it. So you do what you want, and you got up and you stormed out, and your mom was even like, and your mom and your brother there, she's like, if you would have got up, you would have been a bitch. I'm like, I know, I wouldn't have done that. So sometimes it broadens out to where that's probably a lot of ego on both ends. Probably more on yours.
Because as you're saying it, I'm like trying to remember. I don't specifically remember, but I was like, well, I wonder what was happening there. There's a lot underneath that.
Yeah, there was alcohol involved, and just never. That's never.
Well, it's not. It
anybody's-
wasn't just alcohol. It was like how, like we were fighting that day, months. Like we I don't think
Who
we were in a
knows?
good spot at that point.
Who knows? Either way, long story short, I think that a man, the actual punchline to
Like
all
I
this.
would never like if you were, like you were who you are now and the leader that I wanted to follow, whatever. I would never say anything disrespectful. But
Yeah.
I think we were in a really tough spot at that point where I was like, I'm not following you. Like you're not leading well. Like I was at the point of like we were,
Well, but here's
not
the,
doing
But
well.
here's the thing: the punchline to all of this is, how should a man respond when he
yeah.
feels disrespected in the moment? And I think that,
lead with curiosity, like we always say.
yeah. But ultimately, if somebody is disrespectful or trying to disrespect somebody, only you can let them do that. Only you can allow that. And I know that sounds like some Confucius say type stuff, but it
It's
is
actually really true.
It's the truth, but it's a hard truth to actually integrate into your life. And when somebody disrespects you, just to have patience for them because where they're at on the path, and just go. People who hurt act like that. People who say mean things like that. There's something going on inside there.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've even understood that up until maybe this last couple of weeks. So what the fuck do I know? Scenario number 8. Last scenario. So
Loss.
I think we're
scenario.
7 for 7 right now.
Okay.
So we're pretty good batting average. You've been trying to spice things up in the bedroom, but every time you suggest something new, she shuts it down with, I'm not into that, and refuses to even try. Do you? A, have an honest talk about your needs and suggest exploring together to keep things exciting? B, stop asking, settle for the same routine, and quietly lower your expectations. C, agree to stick with what she's comfortable with for now, but ask to revisit the conversation later. D, divorce, decide sexual incompatibility is a deal breaker and start planning your exit.
Well, between A and C, you're in the moment. You don't stop and be like, hey, we need to have a talk. Like, probably finish what you're doing in the moment and definitely bring it up to her that you feel a little like you want to spice things up. You want to, like, she's the only person you can explore with and have sex with that you feel a little like you need some spice. And I think you're supposed to talk to your spouse about those things. Like, who else are you going to talk to about that?
Our society has said no.
Yeah.
Like, guys on the regular, almost all of them are like, I could never talk about my wife. I could never talk to my wife about this. I'm like,
Well, who else? You can talk to your buddies about it?
yeah, they're not fucking you.
Exactly. So,
You know why I think they're afraid to talk about it? And some guys, even in our group, are like, man, sometimes the way I hear you talk to Jesse about just forward things about what you want or what you like or whatever, they're like, I could never say that to my wife. And I'm just like, well, why? Why?
yeah.
Why couldn't you?
Yeah. I mean,
Because
don't throw them with like you want to start going to orgies right then and there. Like, say you want to spice things up. What are you comfortable with? Ask questions like that.
How would like, so you're a woman, if a guy came to you, your husband,
Yes.
how would you want him to say it?
Well, I think it's a leading up to situation.
Give me the lead up.
Well, that's what I was saying is like, okay, say you're vanilla like for a few years, 5 years, right?
Okay.
And you want a little spice. You want some roadhead, or you want to do it in some special bathroom spot out and about. Like, those are little things to like inch up to. And then I know she'll be like, oh my God, that was so fun. Oh my God, I never done something like that. Like, you feel a little naughty and you like it, but you're doing it with your husband. So like, what does it matter? So you start asking nicely, is there anything that you have thought about you wanted? Is there anything you want to explore? And start talking about it. When you start talking about it, it just becomes a natural, normal thing, which it should be.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. Then after some time of having fun and exploring and doing the things that you want to do, then you can, go from there. Don't just hit them with that orgy right away. You know what I mean? That'd be a little much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just start the conversation.
If we refer back to our scenario, you've been trying to spice things, but every time you suggest something new, have a conversation, she shuts it down with, I'm not in that, refuses to even try.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's a truth. A woman who is attracted to a man will do and try almost anything if she trusts him. A woman that's not attracted to a man is like, let's get this the fuck over with as vanilla as possible so I can get on to scrolling on Instagram.
Yep.
The scenarios and context are not the same. It's why we always say the punchline is attraction. If your wife's attracted to you, you can go, you know what? Vegas is a really long time, a lot of straight roads here. You want to suck my dick? And she's like, you know what? Yeah, I got some time. I'm just sitting here right now. Just let me crawl over and try this thing.
Yeah.
But if she's not attracted to you, she's like, ew.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
Right.
So what's the actual soil in the root ball that we need to be addressing is get her attracted to you. Mm-hmm. And what's the most attractive thing is for a woman is to be seen. Mm-hmm. Why? Because a woman wants her man's attention more than she wants anything on planet Earth. Like a flower, she opens up. So while I love the technicality of these questions, how do I spice things up in the bedroom? Most of those should be the secondary or tertiary question to the primary question, which would be, how attracted is she to you? Like on a scale of 1 to 10, how attracted do you think she actually is to you? Mm-hmm. And if it's anything less than an 8, it's probably going to be tough to get her to want to explore. Explore is like, you want to go try something new? Mm-hmm. That's like two best friends going to some new land together and looking for a new adventure, knowing that they've got each other's back, whatever comes their way. Do you agree with all that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I think that's the basis of it. So have an honest talk about your needs and suggest exploring together. I would also say that these things may not be necessarily a need, which is where a lot of women, I think, draw the line. They're like, well, you don't need Roadhead. Like, I can suck you off when we get to the hotel. Or we don't need to go exploring. It was all this exploring. Who do you think you are? Christopher Columbus? Like, we're just, I'm here, I'm spread 'em, get what you need.
Yeah.
That would probably more categorize into the need. So I think it would be more of a, hey, I'm feeling this thing inside me. I want this thing. I'm super horny. I got something going on inside of me. Let's talk about it. I think that I've come to my conclusion about religion, and I've come to my conclusion about relationships. Both are the exact same answer. Anything that divides is wrong, and anything that creates oneness is right. End of discussion. Mm-hmm. So oneness is like most guys are coming to their wife like, will you please grant me a heavenly gift of Roadhead today? And afraid she's going to be like, not for you. Not today, not never. And they're like, okay, I'm blocked out of Roadhead land for the rest of my life. This happens on our calls. A guy wants to do doggy. His wife is ashamed of that position. I go, what does it matter if she's being fucked facing the ceiling or facing the bed? But for her, that's a thing. And he's like, I really like it. So what does he do? Well, again, she may not know what you like because you're too afraid to say what you like. If you knew I really liked something and it felt a little naughty, I know what you would say. You'd be like, let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
Same. And I'd say the same to you.
Right.
Because there's a oneness of who we are. And that's what attraction creates oneness. Hey, we're one. What do you need? What do you want? Where do you want to go? What's firing around in that brain of yours? I'm super curious about it. I like sex. I like exploring. I like these things a lot. That's inside of me. And I had to get somebody who was also that way. I knew you were that way within about 2 dates. Mm-hmm. I knew what you were about. So we're like, oh, there's some compatibility in this moment. I had figured out at that age kind of what my preferences were, because I had older friends that were people who lived a life of preferences, meaning what did they want, not what did society tell them they could only have. So I think there's a oneness. There's a oneness.
Well, to say all that and then spark that conversation, of course, but I think ultimately it's start with their connection and fix their relationship, because when you get things that you want instead of need, like, well, you got to have your basics
covered
down.
first. Yeah.
Then you get what you want.
And most people don't have what they need. They're still begging for their needs to be met.
Yeah. So don't ask for the stars when you haven't even, done.
Well,
Started the basics.
I don't know if a guy could handle the truth if his woman said, honestly, I would rather not touch you with a 10-foot fucking pole, but I know you got to get your nut on.
Yeah.
I don't know if a guy could actually handle that. And most women don't actually say that. You know what they
No.
do? They plan their exit and they fucking leave.
Yep.
And they try and preserve this man's emotional thing intact without hurting. I remember you were like so gentle about trying to let me down, knowing, my guy, I just don't like you anymore.
Yeah.
I don't feel anything for you. In fact, I would rather not be around you. You said it in the softest, gentlest way possible because you're a really nice human being and you're trying to keep my dignity intact.
Yeah.
But the truth of the matter is the truth of the matter.
You would have liked to heard the real before I left.
I don't know what I would have liked. I was a Trevor.
Yeah.
I would have liked you to fucking not leave and me to stay like a little baby.
Yeah.
That's what I would have liked.
Right.
But I came smashing into a fucking brick wall and everything obliterated. And that was the other thing that I realized when we did some of these exercises with Garrett and the gang over at Savage was a man finds out who he is usually when his ego has been decimated. And when you left, it decimated my ego. Because I'm the guy that slept with hundreds of women. I can get who I want, yada, yada, yada. My girl worships me, and
Yeah.
she's gone. Oh, maybe he's full of shit. Apparently he is full of shit. I was full of shit. And it just destroyed everything about that. So I had to build this new identity. I'm like, well, wait a second. But all it was a revealing of, you're full of shit. You're full of shit. Welcome to being full of shit. Once I was able to accept that, that was the hardest thing. Oh, fuck, I am the problem. That was acceptance. I'm the problem. I'm the solution. I accepted it, and now I adapted and go, hold on, I actually have to become this thing for real. That's, I think, where all the confidence comes from. You are who the fuck you are, and you know it's for real. I know who I am. Now. Mm-hmm. Back then, I had to have a wrecking ball come destroy my ego, smash everything to bits, and just fucking start from ground zero again. Thank God it happened.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thank God it happened. I got a message today from a friend of mine, like a spiritual healer. It was actually something that she'd posted, but it resonated with me. And she said, none of this is for you. You were just given light codes to share with the world. So this isn't about you. Just keep sharing your light codes. And I really resonate with that because I feel like a lot of the stuff that we have said, once a man hears it, he goes, I can't unhear that. Mm-hmm. But it's so basic that it's like, how have I not heard that?
I know.
That's like the process. I go, oh, yeah, well, duh.
Yeah.
And why haven't I heard that before? Yep. I believe that's the process of awakening. And the two words that I was reminded of again this last 3 days with my friends was awake and remember. Like remembering. These are the most basic truths. Any businessman can tell you how to make money. And if he literally just changed the words and put it into a marriage, any marriage can be radically profitable if you show up as a man of value. It's that simple. All right, well, what do you think?
Yay!
It was fun to get back. We haven't been in the studio for a little while.
Yep.
And I can tell you this. I was in your shoes. I am you. If you are struggling, you're just going, dude, I am doing so much for this woman. I feel like I'm not being complimented. I'm not being encouraged. She's not enthusiastic to see me. She's not enthusiastic to be seen by me. I feel stuck as a motherfucker, and I feel like I'm in prison. And to think that this is my life for the rest of my life, I know absolutely eats away at your soul because I've felt that way before. And I remember thinking, fuck, I can't believe this is what the rest of my life is going to be. Not realizing at the time, but realizing it now that I was the constant in my life. I was the one who had to set myself free so that way I could set her free. But I had to set myself free and realize, you know what? I'm tired of being a fucking taker and only looking at what can she give me? What can I get from her? Why isn't she doing all these things? And in fact, reverse it and go, how am I actually showing up? On a scale of 1 to 10, how good of a parent am I really to these kids? On a scale of 1 to 10, how good of a partner? Am I really her best friend the way when I really showed up? Am I really treating her like the way I would treat a best friend? How good am I producing? Is my wife just tired of fucking cloth seats and just eating top ramen? Or is she used to eating and experiencing the good life because you actually get your ass to work and produce and provide value to the world? How good of a player are you? Scale of 1 to 10. Are you still playful? Do you still look good? Did you look good when she married you? Now you look like shit and you look like a soup sandwich just flopping all over yourself and having to move your belly out of the way just so you can see your own penis? That's a fucking problem. And then lastly, do you actually stand in your power? Do you actually do what you say you're going to do when you say you're going to do it without fault? Do you actually ask for what you want? Do you change your opinion all the time to try and, not upset the apple cart because you don't want your mommy to be all mad at you? Listen, I've done all of those things times 100. I was the least attractive, most unattractive, worst fucking dude you could have ever been in a relationship with. Just ask Jesse. And I was able to turn it around by understanding some very basic principles. If you want those principles, you can go to marriedgame.com and walk you through a video explaining how this works. But if you go, Keith, no, I like something in my hands. Well, then I got something for you too. I know you like things in your hands, my guy. I do too. Married Game. Go to marriedgamebook.com. I'll give this to you absolutely free. Now, there are some upsells along the way to help you further your journey, which pays for the cost of this and helps us further the message. So if you want to get this book sent to you for free, we're happy to do that. And then we'll send you a couple of videos making you an offer you can't refuse so you can actually get out of the prison that you're in. So either way, free book or a free look at the video, marriedgame.com or marriedgamebook.com, and we'll show you that you are only in a prison because you're deciding to stay there. Freedom awaits, but you have to accept who you are and you have to adapt where you're going to become the most attractive version of you. So we can help you at either of those websites. And as always, remember, keep crushing it because that shit is contagious.